Hello and welcome. Open the Assign Vector Attribute Templates project from the first step folder. Here we see the Vector Data tab. In the Vector Data tab we see we have some street lanes and a forest. If we click on it, it will highlight on the viewport, and same for the forest. This time is an area forest, so the trees will be placed inside the limits of the area that we created. We can see it here. The vectors shown here in the vector tree are connected to a specific vector list ID. Those vector list IDs are actually templates, and each one is containing several modifiers that conform them the way they are. For example, if we change the template to a lake vector list, now when we create it, it will show differently. That's no more a forest but a lake. And the difference are the modifiers and the attributes that conform them. Okay, we have explained how to reassign a vector template to already made vector group. To create a new vector group, deselect everything and choose one of the create options, so lines, points or areas. We're gonna choose points, and I'm looking for the village house vector list. So we click, and we already see in the modifiers that they are different than the other ones we saw before. That one has a point object placer. That's actually the one that's assigning the geometry that that vector is gonna use. And then we have the other collisions. For example, maybe it's not a bad idea to test self so that the geometries don't collide with each other. And let's see how it looks like. Move to 3D, and there are our houses. So that's it. That's how you create vector groups in 3 and 3D Builder. Now we can also reassign just to a element of that group a new vector list, a new template. For that case, we need to select it in element mode. Because we see here village house, there are 3. So if we go to element mode here or here and we select just one, we can assign a new vector list ID. And now instead of having a house, we have a tree for just that vector. We can see that too in the vector tree. Let's see how it looks like when we generate it. And here we go, there is our tree. And we have arrived to the end of the tutorial 6 of the first step guide. See you next time.